Hey there, what's up? Andrew from n5in5weeks.com. Simple way to learn Japanese. Okay, cool. So the point I'm going to make today is anything you learn really, especially in a language like Japanese, you're going to be learning it incidentally rather than intentionally. Incidentally means by accident. Intentionally means with purpose. Let's kind of cover why learning grammar and vocabulary is an incidental process. Your brain doesn't choose what to remember. It just kind of picks up what it thinks it needs. You don't decide whether you memorize something or not, your brain does. What you have control over is the random events that cause your brain to learn Japanese. So in other words, I can't choose whether I'm gonna memorize this kanji. I don't get to choose whether I learn it or not. What I can choose is I can choose to put myself in a position where I'm more likely to learn a word like that. How do you do that? Study, use SRS, use a conversation partner, expose yourself to tons of situations where you're actually getting to use the language and put yourself into those random events where you learn new words, where you internalize grammar. You can't control the learning itself. The only thing you have control over is the events that cause the learning. Whether you learn something or not is random. It's an incidental process. What you have control over is the situation you're in. Are you going to learn new grammar today? That's random. It's an incidental process. Are you going to be speaking with your Japanese language partner? That is completely up to you. That's something you have control over. If you're having a hard time memorizing stuff, don't put too much pressure on yourself for not learning. What you want to do is put pressure on the systems. Are you putting yourself in enough situations where you can learn Japanese by accident? Are you immersing yourself enough? Have you got a conversation partner? What are you doing? This is such a key point. Much of the frustration you have when you're learning Japanese is because you don't understand this simple concept. Most language learning is incidental, not intentional. Don't learn words because you choose to learn them. Your brain just kind of thinks, oh, you know what? I should memorize this. I should let it stick. All you can do is create systems that increase the odds of your brain taking in new information. You're not controlling the learning process. That's incidental, that's random. You're controlling the events that lead to the learning process. So get a conversation partner, use SRS, and be patient. Put stress on yourself to create systems that enable you to learn faster. So much frustration when learning Japanese comes from this. And it's something that you really have to internalize. You really have to understand this. Most language learning is incidental, not intentional.